Let's see if the voters will disappoint us once again.
Oh, for sure.
All right, so we're gonna go to the number 4 because there's a tie for a certain place. So number 4 is Nicholas. Wheezy's
Okay.
favorite.
I mean, he's
Boy.
very memeable, but
I mean,
There's-
he's the best.
Not surprised.
Nope.
more needed to be done with Nicholas, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just.
I'd love to see him fight
Funny.
Xana.
Exactly. He would have stopped Xana.
You know,
Xana just would have been, this one's too stupid.
It's over, Xana. I have the high ground.
Can I turn myself off?
That. Oh gosh.
If he didn't
Also
beat
true.
up
The episode
Herb, I'd
where,
be
like,
afraid. If Herb beat
Herb
him
and
up,
Jack,
that'd
what
be
are you
surprising.
talking about?
No, yeah. It's funny the way like it happens. There's one of them doesn't make any sense. It's just all of a sudden they fight. I just think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
There you say that
it's
again.
great.
Pff.
Oh. Just jump straight into a
For
transition
real.
after that.
For real.
Yeah, it's just like, bro.
Oh my God.
Oh.
3 was a meme. It shouldn't be in the list. Yeah, I put Kiwi in here instead of Hertz. B.
Lame.
I would argue Kiwi does count as a secondary character.
Kiwi
It's on
is
the bottom.
best character.
Kiwi.
Okay,
I
you're
forgot about the
right.
number of
No.
votes. Nicholas had 2, and it jumps. Kiwi had 11 votes.
Nicholas had 2?
Nicholas had 2.
Kiwi had
There's a
11
total of 81
votes.
votes in here, I think.
I mean, who
Wow.
doesn't love their dickety dog?
Everyone, Nicholas, maybe they'll find someone to love him.
Oh, and Herb doesn't?
Yeah.
That sucks.
No, Herb just needs someone dumber around.
All right. Number 2. Number 2 is gonna be Sissy. This is going
Oh,
way fast. This
dang.
is going way too fast.
Understandable.
I thought she'd be number 1, honestly.
No, number
it's
one is
between
obvious.
2 people, and this is what I was expecting, to be honest. So,
Like,
Yeah.
honestly, Sissy's fun, but not
dude, I'm sorry.
number one
I have
worthy.
never.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I have never hated Sissy more in my life. That the current rewatch I'm watching right now, she boils me. I can't. There was
Oh,
like
I love
10 episodes
Throwback.
straight back to back, 10 episodes of her just awful character. I'm sorry. I just cannot stand her. She just.
I mean,
Sissy
Sissy is
is the most active secondary character, I think,
Yeah.
out of everyone else,
Yeah.
because
She
she's
doesn't
the
have to be-
rival.
yeah.
No, because she does
But,
too
man,
much.
She's
Yep.
she's above. Like there's a
She's
lot of
there.
rival characters in cartoons, but she goes up and beyond. I tell you. Oh my god.
I don't think Sissy's the worst of them, but
Oh,
like her
yes.
thing is just that she's here to serve a purpose, and like is meant to be
Start your
disliked, which
rewatch,
means she's
'cause
doing
I've never noticed it so much.
she's doing her job well. That means, you know,
I don't-
if you dislike her
No,
that much.
yeah, I hate that. But
You cannot have Code Lyoko without Sissy. She even managed to make an
Yeah.
appearance
No,
in Evolution
she gets
and
better,
that's saying
but man,
something.
season 1 and 2, Sissy is so bad. Season 3 is a nice break, and but holy fuck, it's off. I couldn't. I was finally happy when I got an episode without Sissy in it, because literally I'm being for real when I say she had like about 10 around there, maybe 5. It felt like 10 of just back-to-back episodes of just of her being the worst person on earth. All right, so
How many
2 people.
How many votes does Sissy have?
Oh yes, Sissy had 13.
Okay, 2, 11, 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had 2. Okay. So Herb and Millie and Tamia were all tied for last. They all had 1 vote.
Oh,
Oh,
well,
Funny if Herb.
I guess
voted
the
Nicholas, though,
super
but-
scoop that million to me.
I'm just happy Herb got left.
They had to share the vote.
Yeah.
Herb has
Which one-
potential. We saw that in the robot,
Yeah.
but like
that's the
it's
only
the
one that
robot,
comes to mind.
claustrophobia. Those are like really the only 2 Herb episodes we get.
Sad.
It's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, actually, I guess you can kind of count the one where Nicholas and Herb go on their magical evening. kinda like
It's
that
really
one.
more.
Yeah,
It's very tertiary compared
not
to
with the
everything else going on in that episode.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I would kind of count it just between them.
Honestly.
it's a nice episode with them too.
Oh,
You don't get a
actually,
lot
I
of
do
those.
remember there is that. I guess you're right. There is the interaction between Herb and Nicholas.
Yeah, I just
Which
like it.
is
You don't see
fun.
that a lot. Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, we need more of that in this show, but we don't get it.
Yeah,
I'd like Herb if he just had a different voice.
He might have a different voice in the original French dub. Remember, they only had like 6 VAs for the English dub.
Her voice. I don't know. I didn't have a problem with her voice.
Actually, I didn't either.
Well, I watched it
was
originally in
perfect
French.
nerdiness.
Oh.
I watched it in French, then I watched it in English. It is,
Oh, okay. Then that makes sense because I hear a lot of people. The character the most that I hear complaints about people who watch it in French and in English is actually all of the dubs who like if they're watching Spain first or French first or whatever and then they watch the English one, they always hear stuff about Odd like that like Odd's voice is the worst thing they ever heard and like
it's so
how dare
inconsistent.
you. Yeah, well not yeah. So for us it's different because we grew up with this one. So when I look at a different dub and his voice is deep, I'm like, what did they just do? What did they do to you? I can't listen. I can't hear a deep voice with Odd. I just can't. It's cursed to me.
I have a hard time with French Odd.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. That was such a bland reaction.
I mean, I've heard French fans have a hard time with Odd's voice, so it's not just me.
Yeah.
It's more his voice is just not what you initially got with the original voice actor.
Just very high pitched.
I wouldn't even call them original because Sissy's was only around for 2 episodes, and then Odd was around, or maybe it was the other way around. They were only around for 2 or 3 episodes. I don't even consider them original voice actors personally.
Odd's had 3 total. That's what when
Yeah.
I was rewatching it. He had one for episode 1 and 2, and then a different one for episode 3, and then Matthew came in. I was like, that was interesting.
Yeah, Gexy does great. I like Gexy's performance for
Oh, yeah,
Odd.
definitely.
Yeah, it's kind of.
We're off topic though.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna get back in. This is a
Are they
fast.
even in this poll?
And of course, number 1.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's talk about number 1, which was very, very expected. Our boy Jimbo.
Yeah, he was my vote.
Me too.
Jim does
Yeah,
so. He fulfills so many different purposes
Yeah.
as both a
He
support
really
and
does.
an antagonist.
Like, honestly, he's a Swiss Army character.
Yeah.
He's always got the tool for what you need.
Yeah, he's
So
always
fun-
there.
sorry.
I start to I feel I get like a little emotional when I see him. He cares so much for his students. Like it's so wholesome. When something goes wrong, he takes them in his arms and runs inside. I'm just like, oh, Jimbo, bro, you gotta have a Jim in your life. What a guy. And he had 53 votes. A big jump from Sissy with 13.
Makes sense.
So fun fact, when I was parsing through all the scripts and like counting how many lines each character has, Jim has the most lines for a secondary character by far. It's like he's like the only non-main character with like a 4-digit line count. And no one comes close other than the warriors themselves. So he's very prominent, easily one of the most prominent secondary characters in the show. Not in every episode, but
He always has some personality.
yes.
There's never a moment wherever he's not, being personable. He's never a background character.
No. Well, that's it.
All right.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
know- I don't
that
know
was
what else to
quick.
say. I thought there would be more
Yeah.
talks about each character, but I mean,
They're secondary characters. There's
I
only
guess
so
so,
much we can
yeah.
talk about.
yeah.
Like, we can start digging up dirt on each character, but even then...
Talk about the characters who didn't make it.
I guess we could talk about Hertz, because like
Yeah.
people would have voted for Hertz if she was on the list.
I don't think. If anything, I think she would have been. She probably would have been 3rd place.
Yeah, middle rank sounds about right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just don't see her being anywhere above that. in my
Oh no,
opinion.
she's not going to beat Jim and something like
Let's
this.
just see.
I don't think anyone's
Yeah.
gonna beat Jim.
Imagine if Hertz found out about the supercomputer and helped out the Warriors.
Oh my god.
So the problem is Hertz canonically would like report and go to the police immediately. Like immediately. She would not take any of that. Like, you guys
But
are
what-
insane.
But what if she would be like Jim? Like, just kind of help them out. I mean, I can't picture it. It's too funny thinking about.
But
like
I'll help you, but this seems illegal.
Hertz just nonchalantly pulls out her nail gun and just starts shooting.
God.
at the monsters with like
She have her like
the dead
she'll
look
have
in
her,
her
like,
eyes.
I feel like she would have some of her science equipment as like weapons or something. I don't know.
Oh, that is another take. She just suddenly becomes enamored with how the supercomputer
Yeah.
works.
Oh my God.
Oh god, she be trying to study the supercomputer.
This looks like the work of that other teacher whose job I replaced, Mr. Hopper. It was the season 1, so they're like, who?
No, I like to imagine they all have like a pact to never talk about him.
Yeah. Oh God.
We don't talk
He
about
was-
Hopper.
We don't.
Like- We don't talk about Hopper. No. I'm just thinking, wow, Jim's like, don't you ever mention him again.
Hey,
Oh, didn't he
don't ever
once
mention
mention
Hopper's
he's been a teacher for like 20 years or something?
Yeah, he would for sure know who Hopper was.
Thanks
Yep.
for joining. Let's just.
Yeah, the actual poll part of this was fast.
Yeah, it was.